Hi everyone, and welcome to the second International Mindful Eating Day. We are here with Marsha Hudnall. She's the president of TCME. She's been in the field of mindful eating for 30 years, so she's been a voice and a thought leader for a long time. She's also the president and co-owner of Green Mountain, a Fox Run. Welcome, Marsha.
Thanks, Cinzia. It's really lovely to be here today to talk about International Mindful Eating Day.
We're so excited. So what are the key themes for this year, Marsha?
Well, I think I wanted to just briefly talk really why International Mindful Eating Day was started. We debuted it last year, the Center for Mindful Eating did, and it really was and is an effort to really spread the message of mindful eating. There are so many people today who struggle with eating and their relationship with food, and it truly does represent a tremendous degree of suffering for so many people, and mindful eating really does help or offer a way out of that struggle, to develop a relationship with food that really does help a person learn how to nurture themselves with what is one of the most essential things for our survival. We need food to live. And so with mindful eating, we can learn how to use it for that, both in a physical way as well as a psychological way, because there is more to food than just the vitamins and minerals and those sorts of things that comprise it. It really is a very central part of our lives, and that's what mindful eating helps us connect with. So that's really what Mindful Eating Day is about, is to try to help people connect with that better and consider bringing it into their lives.
Great, that's absolutely true. And is there any particular topic that we're addressing this year?
Well, we do have some main messages, and there are 4 of them. And the first one, it sort of gets to what I was just talking to, and it's about healing that relationship with food. So I don't know that I need to go into a whole lot more depth than that, but it really is about being kind to ourselves and being open as we come into that relationship with food and make choices, and be open to understanding why we make choices and how they make us feel, all these sorts of things. And so if we are more open, instead of reverting back to these negative types of experiences that many of us have had around food, it can really help us heal that relationship.
Great. Thank you, Marsha. And from your
you want me to go in?
point,
Go ahead.
So from your personal point of view, I'm wondering, is there any key message that you would like to send to the people who are listening to this interview?
Well, actually, I work with many people who struggle around eating on a regular basis. And so, again, I think what we're talking about here is helping people really embrace the nurturing aspect of food, really what it represents in our lives. And there are a few other messages that are really important here too, that among those key messages that we have for Mindful Eating Day. And I mentioned the first one was heal your relationship with food, but the second one was compassionate curiosity helps you become more present. And that's a little bit about that idea of being open again and being able to look at things and go, what's going on here? Why am I making this choice? Is it a good choice for me? Is it something that's going to support me in whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it be to manage hunger or manage emotions or the different roles that food plays in our lives. So being open and curious. Respectful care in the present moment is also one of the key message, and that issue of respect is so important because it really is about respecting yourself and honoring yourself and honoring the fact that we do have an internal wisdom that can guide us if we are open to it, and try to get rid of all that noise out there in the world that's telling us what we're supposed to be doing, but very often doesn't match what it is that we need to do for ourselves. So respect and honoring ourselves is a really big important part of that. And then finally, nourishing mindful eating with joy is the final key message. And I love one of the quotes from Ellen Satter, who is a leader in moving away from the whole diet mentality approach that really has consumed so many people for over 60 years now. And she says that when the joy goes out of eating, nutrition suffers. And that is so true because, again, good nutrition is not just vitamins and minerals. It is about how we feel as we're eating. And that really does help us process the food that we eat better. If we actually are eating very healthy, foods that really have a high nutrient content, if we're stressed about it when we're doing it, we're not going to really get the maximum benefit from those foods. So, bringing in this idea of pleasure and enjoyment while we're eating is really critical to getting, the max out of what the eating experience. And certainly it adds a great deal of pleasure to it. And I once saw, well, it's actually become my motto. Have you ever heard of yogi tea? You may not have it in.
Yes.
You have yogi tea. They have those little bag tags, and I love reading the tags. And one that I've just adopted. It says the purpose in life is to enjoy every moment, and I just love it, because if you can adopt that as your motto, it can carry you through in a good way through a lot of the ups and downs of life, and certainly when it comes to eating. So my message would be that I hope the world can come to the practice of mindful eating, understanding what it has to offer and how it can really help you in living the life that you want to live. It can really support you in doing what it is that you want to do in your life. And it doesn't have to be the central practice. It's one that is, or the central focus of your life. Although, in the beginning, you need to pay attention more because you're learning something new. But in the end, it becomes just the way that you do things, and it's natural, and it's easy, and it feels good. And what could be better than that?
You're completely right. Thank you so much, Marsha. And I'm sure everyone enjoyed this time together, and we'll enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you. Bye, Marsha.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Cinzia. And everyone else.